Well, hey everybody, it's Chuck. Welcome back to the Cybertruck. Well, I've got a treat for you today, and I have to tell you, it's about my favorite accessory. And to this point, my favorite accessory has been this rear view camera that I've got installed in the Cybertruck. This is the Hannshow brand that I have installed right now, but they came out with a version 2 camera. And I just got it in the box today, and it comes with an accessory case cover for the back, because the instruction video about this is designed to install at the top center of the tonneau. So unlike the version 1 that felt like it was a little bit of a modification for the Cybertruck, this is specifically designed for the Cybertruck, including a new power source. Instead of tapping into the power up here, it's got a power source down here into the ether loop or the CAN bus port or something down there. There's a port down there we'll see a little bit later. It's got a great installation video I watched from Hannshow, so I've already watched that. I'm going to try to do this without looking at the installation video, just off of memory, and I think I can do it. But I wanted to show you basically how I do it, and I'm going to speed this up while I'm just grunting and sweating out here in the Florida heat. But as a reference, take a look at this thing. It's a lot bigger than the other one. And unlike the original version, it's got an integrated forward camera. This integrated forward camera solves one of the major problems that we had with this one. And many of you that listened to my earlier advice about installing this had problems up in this upper GPS and camera console. Your wiring actually was interfering with the GPS. This new installation does not have any wiring that goes forward here. It only comes back and through here. So if nothing else, this version has really thought through the original problems we had with the other camera. Now, I'll show you just real quick while we're here some things in the box. It's got everything. I'm going to put this camera down. This is the power pigtail here. So it's going into a section down here by the passenger side knee. There's a port I watched on the video I got to tap into, and it's essentially a piggyback in there. It's got a little bit of a transformer, and it converts it to a USB-C that goes into the top. I tried to plug my USB-C from my computer in here to power this. It's not using USB-C power, at least PD power, so that did not work specifically to test it in my living room. And the camera is a completely different camera. It's much smaller, and in the video it goes on like this. It looks like I got my hazards on, like this. This, many of you know I 3D printed and had some other people help me design 3D printed housing. This is designed to go on and just kind of go like this. So this is not a custom 3D mount. It's sort of like a weather housing, I guess I would call it. But I think this was extra, but they sent it to me, but I don't believe if you get this kit, this is automatic. My first look is I think I'm going to install this, but I'm probably going to end up redesigning something that's a little bit more low profile. Because if you see, it's much higher profile than it needs to be for this size camera. Okay, so that's the housing that did come with it, but it's available. And once again, they got all the tools that you need to do this installation, and including the necessary tools for pulling your trim back. What else we got in here? We got, they actually in the video take out the B-pillar camera on the outside, and I think that's what this wrench is for, and a few other things like that. So yeah, here we go. I'm just gonna start grunting and grinding on this camera and trying to get the old one out. And because I've got the old one installed, you're gonna see me pulling wires and then redoing wires. I'll try to keep the camera focused on what I'm doing and in frame as best I can. In any case, stick with me. Let's see how it goes. I'll tell you if I have any problems along the way. Okay, so we've got the initial part done, the wiring in here, the wiring in the housing, and it fit much, much better. Believe it or not, it's got a little battery in here or something. I don't have the power hooked up, and it's got like 9 or 10 seconds worth of battery. So there's something in here that's allowing this to be powered on. I still have my screen protectors on, but I gotta start coming over here to this right trim piece. So I'm gonna go ahead and move the camera so you can get a little bit better view. Actually, you look like you got a pretty good view there rather than moving the camera outside. So I've got my old wire here, my new wire's here. I've got to run it down through this A-pillar and get down here for the power, and then the camera is going to go up the top. So this molding rubber comes off is what they said in the video. And now that I got this, I can get my old trim out a little bit more. And in the first video I made about this, crossing this A-pillar was a little bit of a chore because I really don't know how to do it very well, but they definitely pulled it through. I guess this needs to come off a little bit more. The headliner needs to come down a little bit more. Okay. So I need to show you what I'm looking at. This is gonna move the camera a little bit, but I need to show you. Okay, you with me? Now, when you pull this headliner down, do you see this exposed clip right here? So you don't need to pull this A-pillar out, but you gotta feed your wires right through here. So that's kind of what I wanted you to see. Up in there. So now while you watch me, you kind of know what I'm looking at. Yeah, I never figured that out in my previous install. Okay, I've got my wires all the way on the outside of the aircraft, and now we just got to go down through this rubber trim, down in this hole here with the power only. The camera's going to go back, but the power has to go forward. So I'm splitting my wires up a little bit here. Be careful with your rubber. This rubber is your seal to your vehicle. Don't rip it, is my point. You can bend it, just don't rip it. This little trim piece apparently comes out. Never taken this one out before. I think we have to take this whole A panel off. Here's the power. See this pigtail here? It's a big white plug. This is probably going to solve the power problems that we had before. When I say power problems, the camera wouldn't turn off. Oh, they did say turn the car, power it down before you do this. So this is under the service, I believe. No, safety, power off the vehicle. Leave your car doors open, power off the vehicle. Now this is just a pigtail to piggyback on this jack. This is how I tap into the CAN bus in a very similar way. Part of me wonders if this is a CAN bus. It's labeled A-pillar trim ATR on this cable. Power, you hear that? Now, I've got some extra cabling here that they want me to tuck into here with some electrical tape. So now that I've got everything, there's plenty of room in here. Just figure out what you're gonna tape together and how you're gonna stick it back in there. Plenty of room back there. Okay, so we are powered. Now, A-pillar reassembly. Everything has a right way of doing it. Don't ever force it. Everything's got a right way. Now, I didn't want my seal to come all the way off, so I did have to recenter it. So fortunately, it didn't come all the way off. Take your time putting your seal back. All right, now we're getting up here to where my wire is for my camera. Now I think I have to pull you outside. Okay, they took this piece off. I'm not sure how to do that really. I think both doors are gonna have to be open. Something popped off in here that I'd never popped off before. Ah, see that? There's a bolt there. Apparently this takes off the whole B-pillar panel to get up into here. But I don't have to remove it, I just gotta loosen it to get at this top flap stuff. Apparently. I have not done this. You are watching this live. There's a little rubber thing up here. Is this loose yet? Something popped. Be careful with your rubber. It's a little grommet, a little rubber grommet. Goes into a hole up here, so just be gentle with it. Work it out. I had this tool that did not come with the kit. At least I don't think there was one. That was the right tool to pull that rubber grommet out. Okay, so don't unhook your cameras because you have to recalibrate. But this loosening to expose, this is my old line. I can pull it out and get it out of the way. Now they talked about going up through here and coming out the top here and popping off this piece of trim, which I've never done before either. You know the clear, I don't think I can show you. Actually, maybe I can put you in the back of this truck. So this is the trim piece I have to remove now. I'm just gonna leave you here for a second. Maybe a little higher on the camera. I'm not sure how this one pops off, but something there. Feels plasticky. Don't force it. I'm pulling this all the way out because I got to run the cable to the back, right? There we go. Can you see that? Okay. So now the camera needs to go through this hole in the frame, and there's a grommet up here. I'm going to show you this too. See this little grommet? I got to run the wire through there and out the grommet. That way I'm not breaking a water seal. All right, here is where you make the jump from inside to outside under this rubber seal into the B-pillar area. So, just to explain, that's where it hops out. Now I gotta get this through this grommet somehow, and this looks like it's all taped up. Removing the existing tape. All right, so what did I learn here? This B-pillar goes back on just fine, but you've got to make sure you've got your rubber seals layered in there just right. Everything went back in perfectly fine. Just take your time, tighten the bolt. Chuck, tighten the bolt. I left it loose so I could tuck everything back in. All right, that is in. Let's keep going. Let's see where we go back here. The instructions did not say to take this back window panel off, but my other old camera wire kind of goes behind it, so I'm just going to loosen it so I can do that. The hex screw under here, the torque screw that's under here, is a pretty tight one. I've tightened it with impact wrenches, not impact, but the my regular wrenches before, and it goes on pretty tight, but it's what holds this in place. I'm using these hand tools instead of my regular wrench today. I don't know why, as this is hard. Okay, I got those screws out. It was these guys here, just the angle, and I just used my wrench to get it a little bit better twisting angle. Now, I've got my previous camera installed here, so the way you lift this is kind of you gotta kind of pop it. There we go. And it kind of rotates up out of the little sleeve. There we go. So now I just need to take this old camera housing off. Boy, my electrical tape, 3M tape works. So this was the housing system I had designed for the other camera. It's a pretty tight fit, maybe even too tight of a fit, honestly. Because when I changed it a few times, it was pretty hard to get out. So I can unhook that. I'm gonna take all this off. The reason I put that camera on now is because I need to measure the amount of cable I need to stow. So I needed to put this pigtail on carefully. So the pins didn't line up perfectly. I don't know if it was me playing around with it that did the damage or whether or not they were damaged some other time. But I had to do a little bit of tweaking with the pins to get them to line up. Don't force it. All right, I think we've got it installed. Let's go see what it looks like. All right, well, we've got it installed, and I just wanted to bring you inside to show you. There's a power button on the bottom. You've got your time, your year, your recording, and you can select 4K. This is what it looks like out of the rear. You can pan it down just like the previous version. FedEx guy's showing up. Nice 4K picture there. You have swiping to the front, and there's both front and back, so you can, that would be kind of disorienting unless you were doing something specific. But I think just leaving it right here in the rear view is exactly why I want it. But the screen is so much bigger. The joint up here is new. It's nice and tight. It's nice and tidy clean. So this is the Hannshow Cybertruck version 2 rear view camera. I'm really happy with it. It's bigger, it's brighter, and it's got a better mounting location. And I put the camera mount in the back. I'm gonna play with the camera housing that goes back there just to kind of see what it looks like. Maybe I'll go back there real quick and just show you as we finish up. So this is the camera housing that came with it. It just came with some little 3M tape on the bottom. And this adjusts a little bit. You need to be nice and tight. I did have to tighten up the screws on the back end of this, but you'll kind of see when I put this on, it's nothing like the housing I had on before. It's just kind of a loose housing. It does have a hole in the back for the cable. But yeah, just kind of like that. So you can kind of see how it could be much, much smaller and more streamlined if you wanted it. But that's the housing that they sell. So if you want something out of the box, great. I think we need a 3D printed version to cover this camera, and I'll work on that. In any case, thanks for sticking with me. Hopefully you enjoyed this content. And hey, I'm gonna put a link, and I think I have a discount code for this camera too. I'm pretty sure it'll work. If I do, it'll be in the comments of this video and down below. Have a great day, everybody.